Well, hi there pluckers, I've a sore finger again with you. Thanks indeed for joining me for part 3 of my lessons on MacArthur Park by Richard Harris. Okay, this is the final lesson. It covers the double time instrumental section towards the end of the song, and then the final verse and the outro. Okay, so leading in from the middle section, part 2 ended up with the middle section of the song, the ballad part. Going back into the intro before the double time bit. Okay, so I'll start from that point, go through it, and hopefully I get to the end and break it down for you. And you should be good to go. Okay, so here we go. Right, so there you have it. Right, in the original version, the instrumental fast version is actually played twice. Okay, when they get to the end of it, they go back and play it again. Well, obviously I didn't do that. And also the outro, I've simplified it a little bit. Okay, and it is not on the original version. The last verse towards the outro is actually played in a completely different key to the rest of the number, so I didn't do that. I played the MacArthur Park is Melting in the Dark section, last verse, in the same key as I did earlier in the song. Okay, so I didn't want to teach you any more chords than was necessary. Okay, so let's go through it. Right, so coming out of the ballad section in the middle of the song, it gets to the end of that and wondering why it goes back into the intro. Right, well obviously you know the intro, which is right, it's exactly the same as the original start of the song, apart from this chord sequence at the end of it has got 2 extra chords in it. I did show you this in part 2, but I'm going to show you it again. So the end chord section is the same to start with. It's F, C major 7th, C major 7th to A minor, C 11th, D 11th, the extra 2 chords. So that's the original version, that's the original bit. But there's 2 extra chords on it, and that is C major 7th and F sharp minor 7th. So on this section it comes out of that okay, so those are the 2 extra chords on the end of that sequence. Then we get into the first part of the fast section, and that's basically E minor, okay, A, E minor 7th, which I'm just playing the 2nd fret of the 5th string and the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, the B string. Okay, so it's, and then I'm just barring the first, I'm playing a B11, barring the first 5 strings from the A string to the top E string, 1 finger, and just hitting those 5 strings. Okay, so it's, excuse my wild animals, hopefully they'll pack it in a second. Having a little bit of a disagreement. Excuse me for a second. Yes, right, hopefully that'll keep me quiet for a bit. Right, so having done that, so it's a, right, so you do that sequence 4 times, okay, so it's, now we change to B minor, bar chord, 7th fret, bar chord. Then we do an E chord, okay, so it's keeping the bar on the 7th fret. I'm barring the 4th string, 3rd string and 2nd string with 1 finger on the 9th fret. You can use 3 separate fingers if you so wish, but I'm playing a lazy version, okay. So it's B minor to E, then we play a B minor 7th, so it's just a single bar on the 7th fret as usual, but with a single finger, 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the A string, the 5th string, and then back to the E again. So it's B minor, E, B minor 7th to E. So B minor E, B minor 7th E. So it's, okay, got that B minor to E, B minor 7th to E, okay, and you do that sequence twice. So far we've got this. Okay, now we come to the stabby bit. C major 7th bar chord. Okay, so I'm playing a bar on the 3rd fret, and I'm playing this shape. It's my 3rd finger is playing the 5th fret of the D string. My 2nd finger is playing the 4th fret of the 3rd string, the G string, and pinky is playing the 5th fret of the 2nd string, the B string. Should sound like that. C major 7th, okay? And that is that bit that goes, okay? Da 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 da. 4 lots of da 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 da. Then we just do that B11th again, barring of the 5 strings from 5 down to 1, cross just with 1 finger. And that is da 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 da. Okay. Da 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 da. Got that? So far, got this. Okay, we've got. Then we go into the C major 7th again, but this is only 4 lots, da 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 da. And then what we do then is go to this A minor 9th, barring the first 4 or 5 strings, really 4 strings is better probably, on the 5th fret with the first finger, and then either your 3rd finger or pinky on the 7th fret of the top E string. Okay, so it's, and you play that, so it's, so, and that's also da 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 da. So this one's da 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 da, and this one's da 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 da. And then we go to the B 11th again, and it's da 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 again. Okay, so the whole thing on this da 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 bit is so far. Okay, so just go through that slowly for you. It's okay, once more. Okay, and finally back to the C major 7th again for another another 8 one, da 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 da, like the first one. And then you finally you do I think it's 3 hits on the B minor 7th. So it's okay, B minor 7th. So, and then we're off into another section. So that's the end of that chunky bit. Okay, so let's just go through this staccato bit again, so slowly. Okay, then we go into another fast sort of chord changing bit, and this one is E, F sharp to 2nd fret bar chord, so up to G, another bar chord, 3rd fret, and then that B 11th again, first 5 strings barred, single finger, just a quick. So, and just do that twice. Okay, so okay, so far on this fast bit, okay, coming out of the change, which is right. So it goes into the, once you're into the fast bit, it's 4 of these. Okay, got the idea. Sorry about the fluffer there, but you get the gist of it, don't you? Right, so having got to that point, we then go into a C chord. Right. Right, so it's C chord, strum the C chord, pinky goes down on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, the B string. That, hit that 3rd on the 2nd, then open E, top E string, then fret the 1st fret of the top E string, and then open E again, top E. Okay, got that C, strum, 3rd on the 2nd, top E open. Sorry, start again. C chord, third on the second, first on the top E string, open top E string. Okay, then we play an E7th, E chord, open fourth string, open fourth string, 2 fingers, second on the fifth and first on the third. And you do the same with that, so it's strum the chord E7, then finger the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, the B string, 1st fret of the top E string, open top E string. So your C1 is E7, okay? So that's that bit. So let's do that whole thing so far, okay? So here we go. Okay, got that? That's as far as we've got. Then we go to an A minor. Strum the A minor. So strum the chord. So then it's 2nd fret, 3rd string, open 2nd string, 1st fret, 2nd string, open 2nd string. That's right. Then 3rd fret, 2nd string, right? So open after the 3rd on the 2nd, open 2nd again, 1st fret 2nd. Open 2nd again, 2nd on the 3rd string, open 3rd string, G string, okay? So okay, got that. Then you play a D minor, and that's the same sort of thing but strum. It's 3rd on the 2nd string, open top E string, 1st fret, top E string, open top E string again, 3rd fret, top E string, open top E string, 1st on the top E string. So open top E string, 2nd, 3rd fret on the 2nd, and then 1st fret on the 2nd. So it's do it slowly. Right. So let's try and do that whole thing, okay? To that point, okay? Coming out of the intro section and then into the fast section. So here comes the fast section. 4 times of this. to get easier now. So then we go into this little run up. Right, so we're starting on the first fret of the D string, the fourth string, okay? And it's mostly 2 hits on each note, okay? Up to the third fret of the fourth string, the F note. Then second fret, third string, G string. Third fret, G string. So far. Open second string. First fret, second string. Third fret, second string. So far. Okay. Then we go to the top E string twice. First fret, top E string. Third fret, fifth fret, 7th fret, 8th fret. I think you only need to hit that last note. You only hit on the top, on the 8th fret. You only need to hit that once. All the rest of two on the others. Okay. So the whole thing slowly. Into an A chord. Okay. We're back into most of this next section you will have already done, okay? The slow section of the song, I think, okay? Right, so at normal speed that comes out of a... is awakening in the dark. Right, so back to an A, right? So MacArthur's park is melting. A major 7th, we've done this one before, this part before in the dark. All the green I sing. A 11th, going down. D, someone left the cake out. D major 7th in the rain. I don't A. B minor 7th. It took so long to bake it. A, and I never have that recipe. Now that's exactly the same as in the verse section on part 1, lesson 1. That bit is exactly the same as part of the song that was played in that part. Okay. Apart from now, after that A chord, it goes to an E flat 6th. Okay, so that is basically 6th fret of the 5th string, first finger. 5th string, A string, 6th fret. 6th fret with my 2nd finger on the 3rd string, the G string, on the 6th fret. My 3rd finger is playing the 7th fret of the D string, the 4th string, and pinky is playing the 7th fret of the 2nd string. And those 5, 4, 3, 2 are the only strings that we're going to be playing. The inside 4 strings. Okay, so that bit comes in after the someone left a cake out in the rain. B minor 7, A. Now again. E minor, E flat minor 6. Oh, back to an A. No, can't get up the high. Now we play an E11th, simple bar across the first 5 strings on the 7th fret. Oh, and then we go to C. Oh, A minor, B flat, C. So that's a 6th fret bar chord. C is a 8th fret bar chord, or you can play it down here if you want. Okay. And then to a D suspended 4th. D with little pinky on the 3rd fret of the top E string. Okay. And that's how I do my finish. Okay, so we'll just do it in one go from the last verse beginning. Okay. MacArthur's park is melting down, all the green I sing flowing down. D, dun, 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 D major 7, A, dun, 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 B minor 7, dun, 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 A, dun, 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 E flat minor 6, dun, 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 A, E11, sorry, 7th fret, C, A minor, B flat, C, slow it down, D suspended, D. What a monster. Okay, right, so I'm going to go all the way through it now from the bit that comes out of the slow part in the middle of the song goes into the intro all the way through to the end of the song, hopefully. Okay.